Good morning and welcome to the morning briefing. I'm Jilly Badanes. It's Thursday, August 27th, 2009. Here in Washington, everyone continues to mourn the great liberal lion, as many called Senator Ted Kennedy, but many are also mourning the bygone era he represented, the days of reaching across the aisle for productive bipartisanship. Although Kennedy continued to represent the embodiment of evil in many Republican fundraising appeals or campaign ads behind the scenes, he was loved by many of the most conservative lawmakers. Today, many remember the Massachusetts senator's willingness to break party ranks to pass legislation, teaming up with Bob Dole for the Americans with Disabilities Act, and even President George W. Bush for No Child Left Behind. While his death leaves a hole in Washington life and in the hearts of many of his supporters and friends, it also leaves a crucial empty spot in the Senate, and Democrats without that 60-vote majority needed to override a Republican filibuster. Kennedy's seat could sit open for 5 months while the state holds a special election as their law requires, but before his death, Kennedy asked the governor to appoint someone to fill that seat for those 5 months, and yesterday Governor Deval Patrick said he would sign off on that legislation, but it's unclear if the Massachusetts legislature will pass the change. And elsewhere in the country yesterday, more news from that defiant South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford, as it looks more and more likely that state lawmakers will try to force him out of office. The South Carolina Lieutenant Governor called for Governor Sanford to step down yesterday, saying the state has been paralyzed by the governor's legal issues following his admitting to an affair with an Argentine woman. But the Washington Times has learned that unless the governor steps down voluntarily, state Republicans are likely to begin impeachment procedures.